Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to another episode on the TT. Well, say another one, it's the second one, but yeah, hey-o. I brought it down to V.A.G Tech today, mate of mine, Glen. There he is. He was going to do a nice little health check on it to make sure she's up to scratch before we start modifying it. Couple of little issues already. We got an issue with the clutch pedal. Going down sometimes, having to lift it back up with your foot. What light come on today? The traction control light come on the way in, didn't it? So, but it's gone off now. But obviously it should throw a code up, so Glen's plugging it in for me now. And it overheated once slightly, but I do think that is maybe a sticky thermostat, but I'm not a mechanic, that's okay, sure. I'm gonna get a bit closer, because Drew only charged one microphone.
You need to stop pointing fingers at people.
Right, so what we got here then?
Right, this is a guided fault finding basically, so it's gone through all the control modules, and it'll pick up any faults that we found. So, we'll start with engine. You've got 4 faults in there. So camshaft, advanced set point not reached, over retarded. We've got the clutch pedal switch, which might relate to obviously our fault we got there.
Yep.
Charge pressure, so minimum limit exceeded. So that's normally an underboost fault. And then
minimum or maximum?
Maximum,
maximum, yeah.
Sorry, maximum limit exceeded. So
okay.
That's a bit of an overboost issue there. And then we got the air mass meter.
Yeah.
Now these two faults normally go hand in hand. You might have a slight air leak somewhere.
Okay.
So on that case, it automatically puts a fault with the air mass meter because the lambda probes are reading too much oxygen compared to what went in.
Right. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. So with boost leaks, you can sometimes get air mass meter faults.
Okay.
But obviously we'll have to do a smoke test and everything on there.
Yeah.
And if there's no leaks, it could possibly be a faulty air mass meter. They are quite common on these.
Okay. So is a smoke test something you can do as well?
Yes, I can.
Oh, right. Okay. There we go. There's more info about V.A.G Tech.
Obviously that will give us any problems with the boost system. Obviously the smoke is a lot more visual.
Yes.
So ABS is good. Peaked in ventilation, air conditioning, all good.
Okay.
Airbags, no faults. So, dash panel, we've got one. Outside air temperature sensor, so that's nothing to worry about.
Yep.
That's obviously
okay.
a sensor, just to let you know.
Yep.
Alarm horn, another common one in a TT. They have batteries inside them, which they tend to die out over time.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
something we can address anyway,
yeah,
isn't it?
So obviously it's just a new horn.
Yep.
But obviously you get no communication because there's the battery's dead in them.
Right.
It's obviously designed if you take the battery off, the alarm will still ring. So.
Yep.
And that is it for electronic scan.
Ooh, okay. So is that goodish or baddish or?
Goodish. So the only thing we need to worry about is obviously these camshafts left.
Yes. Okay.
The things that can be, you've got a chain obviously inside.
Right.
Which connects the 2 cams together.
Yep.
That can sometimes stretch. And there's a tensioner on that chain which obviously keeps the tension for the 2 cams.
Right,
so
okay.
It's saying there that it's over retarded.
Yeah.
So you could possibly have an issue there with your tensioner on the chain, which is quite common on the 180.
Right, okay.
And it could be quite rattly too, so we'll have a look at that now.
Yeah. Excellent.
And obviously a charge pressure vault. So
well, yeah, obviously with the camshaft sensor, the rocker obviously need to come off for that anyway, doesn't it? Now, luckily, I ordered one yesterday because it's leaking. So yeah, I'm on that. And a new set of plugs as well, ready.
Not leaking on a TT, is it?
No, I know. I've heard it's quite rare, but
yeah, very rare.
Yeah.
We'll leave them faults in there for now.
Yep.
I don't want to delete anything out of it at the moment.
Okay.
And we'll have a look under the bonnet now.
Great stuff. As Glenn just pointed out, he's a lot taller than me, and he fits in one of these, so everyone's taking a mick. Shame on you.
Okay, so yes, we do have a very leaky rocker cover gasket here. These do not like aftermarket coils.
Ah, okay.
So they will melt them.
Yep.
I've seen many of them melting before, so common areas. First off, here we go. This pipe here always goes. See all the oil around it.
Yeah.
So they get very soft. So that will need sorted. Now, this pipe then leads down here.
Yeah.
Which is where we have more issues.
I was going to say that also looks very, very wet and stuff.
That obviously needs to be addressed. It's quite a common issue on these.
Yeah.
Very difficult to access, but it can be sorted. We have got a bit of a leak down here.
Right. Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it when I went to view it, but it does look old and new.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously that's the pipe going to your turbo there. So we're going to have to have a little look at that when we get underneath.
Right. Like a feed pipe or something, is it?
No, it's the main.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's quite saturated because this goes down and curves
Yeah.
into your turbo.
I've actually got a new one of those. That's the Badger 5 TIP I've bought.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if I just grab the bottom elbow of this pipe.
Yeah, there it is.
So
that's definitely not a good thing.
Yeah. So we'll have to have a look at that. Rocker cover obviously is the common one. Very good access to your spark plugs here on a 225 of course.
Yeah, they should
Looks
have
bad,
a
but
place.
literally get into there within 2 seconds. So
Yeah.
yeah, these connectors are definitely broken here. So
Yeah.
there's 2 things you can do here: replace the loom, or buy them individually, and we can get the repair kits and slide the new connectors on. So it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's something that have to be done. Like I said, I want to try and take it up to around like 280.
Yeah.
So definitely something that needs to be addressed.
280 is quite easy on these, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's quite achievable.
Good.
DV
Yep.
diverter. So
I've got a forged one of those too.
I thought you
there we
would
go.
have. I can't fault it.
Yeah, I shouldn't be telling everyone this really, because this is supposed to be a secret.
This is a secret
Yeah.
of episodes to come.
Yes, a video you will see soon.
Common on a TT, these covers normally along the battery are broken. That seems pretty good.
Okay. I removed the engine one before I brought it here.
Okay,
I
yeah.
have got that.
So that AMS meter does look like it's been replaced at some point, because obviously we had a fault with that inside the car,
Yeah.
didn't we? So, but looking at this pipe down here,
Yes.
I'd probably say that's why we're picking up a fault with the AMS meter,
Righto.
because obviously if we've
Yeah.
got oil on the boost pipe,
Yep.
then that tells us there's air coming out somewhere. So because
Righto.
these do carry oil in their boost system,
Right.
it's just part of the TT. That's the way they work. Like,
Yeah, well I've heard like obviously with the PCV and
Yes,
everything, a lot of people put catch cans on
catch
them.
cans, yeah.
I've also heard that it's not really recommended sometimes, or is I don't know. Like I said, I've heard mixed information about it really.
Yeah, it just depends really. You're best speaking to what avenue you want to go down tuning them, and obviously speaking to your
Speaking to the tuner
then,
itself, there we are.
and
That's good
see
info.
what he recommends.
Yes, okay.
Obviously to what mods you're going to do.
Yeah.
Because he'll match everything up to obviously what sort of power output and everything you want. Then.
There we are. Yeah, that's good info.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the rods on these are 300-ish foot-pound. They don't run like much more than that.
No.
So yeah, be prepared. There may be a build coming on next year. Well, not next year, it'll be the year after. Cause
So it looks like it's got the modified engine coolant temp sensor.
that a good
They
thing?
went from a grey to a green plug. Yeah, that's good because they're very common to fail. Apart from that, it's not too bad in there. Yeah.
So far, so good-ish. Like I said, only little things. Only little things with the sound of it. Yeah, that looks already mashed up, doesn't it?
I think so.
Oh, hey!
There she goes.
And there it is. Yeah, I would have lost my shit and just snapped that thing off. I gotta be honest.
Cover off. So power steering fluid lives under here. Stupid place to put it really when there's something that needs to be checked. Well, the auxiliary belt we can see here.
Oh, it's all cracked.
See the crack in?
Yes.
Very common on these. Now these are double-sided poly V-belt.
Right.
So they do run the ribs on both sides.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So there's no smooth pulleys on a TT. So every
Right.
single pulley is ribbed. So obviously there's
I didn't even
the
know.
belt is ribbed on both sides.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
So now these are fun to get off normally. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's green. It's the right colour. We find with these a lot of red fluid in them.
Right.
And with the Volkswagens, Audis, they do take mineral power steering on them.
Okay.
And not actually the red stuff. So
Don't put the red stuff in.
don't put the red stuff in any Volkswagen Audi.
I didn't know that, so
A
I'm
lot
glad I
of
know
the
that
newer
now.
stuff is electronic, so it doesn't take any fluid at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why they put a green lid on there, look. So
Ah.
it's actually mineral.
I just
and
thought
not-
it would have just been a green lid. To be honest, I wouldn't have thought
It's
about
not
it.
like
so-
the BMs, the old Dextron 3, everything
Yeah,
goes in there. Like
there we
it's specific to an Audi, because when the red stuff goes in, it will eat the seals.
Right, okay, there we go,
So,
people.
Obviously, it's designed for the green fluid. Just to confirm, she definitely is a BAM.
Hey, there it is.
There it is.
Because I've been stung a few times on cars, so it wouldn't have surprised me if it wasn't. But because to be honest, the 225 doesn't feel all that quick at the moment. It feels quite alive, but it doesn't feel super fast.
Okay.
Obviously, compared to the things I've owned in the past.
Of course, yeah.
But I think it's got potential, so yeah, that's the reason we've got it.
I wonder if there's an issue then with that boost, because they have got quite a lot of torque and they feel quite...
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 225, so...
Maybe then.
So maybe it's that issue that we're looking at underneath. We had an overboost issue.
That's true, yeah. Now I have had a bit of a miss on full boost, so that would explain that issue, yeah.
To be fair, for a 225, they do normally pull quite well.
Okay, there we go.
We'll have a look at that underneath now.
Yeah, I've been ruined by power, so that's why that's my problem, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no coilovers at the moment, just the springs.
Yeah. It's a H&R, I think they are. Well,
normally with this colour.
Yeah.
They are, to be fair, so. So obviously that's a smaller spring anyway, so it's going to be a little bit loose in there.
Yeah.
Top mounts are quite common on these, so if
Brilliant.
you are going to do anything with the suspension, just make sure you get some new top mounts.
Yep. The new setup I bought, I've got PowerFlex top mounts, so
nice.
There we go.
Very good.
Another little secret given out.
Discs look near enough brand new.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Are they the standard calipers? Because I was told they're the Leon ones.
Don't forget though, Leon and TT.
Yeah, same
Exactly
car.
the same car.
True. That's a pretty good point.
Leon Mark 1,
Yeah.
Mark 4 Golf,
Yeah.
TT, and an A3 before the
All
new
the
shape, so
same.
that was pre-2003.
Right.
They're all exactly the same running gear, exactly the same brakes.
Right, okay, so it wouldn't matter then anyway. There we go.
Yeah.
Something else I learned.
Tyres, wheels, no bulges, looking good.
Yep.
Just checking too, nothing with the radiators or the condensers. All good.
Yeah, the aircon actually works, so...
Oh.
Yeah, I know, I was really surprised. Yeah.
Intercoolers obviously down the side.
Yep.
So,
There's two in there, the one either side on
one
each, isn't
either
there?
side, yeah.
So they'll be coming off soon anyway.
We do have a bit of misting on them.
Okay.
Pretty easy to find boost leaks because they do carry oil in the system.
Right.
So a lot of people will panic at that. But
Do you know what, I
quite
would
normal
myself,
for
you know, but yeah.
quite normal. H&R, correct?
There we go.
Obviously these are very common for season up, so it's nice to see they're moving.
Yeah.
You have got the better caliper out of the rears. The 3.2s run this caliper as well. The only difference is on them that they're being red.
Right.
Yeah, that one's showing a little bit of red as well. But they are spinning freely, so...
Could have been maybe an older issue if you swapped them out.
Issue. Now don't forget as well, these pads don't look too old.
Right.
So sometimes people mistake it to be for a caliper, but it can be where your pads meet the carrier.
Yes.
So they tend to get a bit seized
Sticky in there, don't they?
And they just need a good wire brushing.
Yep.
And a good bit of grease.
Am I right in thinking as well? Obviously, the camber on the rear of this at the moment is quite aggressive.
Yes,
because
of
of
the
the lowering,
springs.
and it's got the stock
course,
rear arms. Is
yeah.
that right?
So you will have more wear on the inner
Yes.
edge, obviously. There are adjustments there.
Okay.
So, but obviously, if you want it to be proper on the track inside, you're going to have to obviously change arms.
Change the arms,
Get
yeah.
it set up.
That is something I
A
do.
lot of people don't do that. See, they put the coilovers on and,
Yeah.
and they don't think about setting them up after. Because
Yep.
obviously, if you want coilovers to perform well, the best thing to do is corner weight it, basically. Underneath.
Uh-oh. See where it's been catching on my garage floor as well.
Let's start from the back, is it? So obviously, definitely a 225. You've got the twin exhaust pipes with the Quattro badge.
Yep.
So I was explaining to you earlier.
Yeah.
So if it's one exhaust pipe and a Quattro badge, that's 180 brake. One exhaust pipe, non-Quattro, 150.
50, there we go.
So, but they do a sport as well, and you'll know that one because it's got a black roof.
That's right, yeah. That's the 240 one,
That's
isn't
the 240 one.
it? Yeah.
So obviously we've got a bit of surface corrosion under here. Right, first issue
Okay, here we
is
go.
our level sensor. Snap there.
Ah, right.
So that's not going to be long before that comes completely detached.
Okay.
And the problem you'll have then, headlight range problems.
Oh, right, that controls all that, does it?
Controls all
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah. Roll bars are quite common on these as well. They're quite difficult to see because they're tucked above your exhaust. Not very thick, as you can see, but they do definitely
bloody
do a
hell.
job.
Yeah, well, you were saying before, weren't you, that they didn't actually fit them on them when they first released the cars.
Yes.
So hence that was causing the problem with them rolling over.
Yes, and the spoiler as well.
And the spoiler, yes.
So this has been replaced because you can see the part sticker on there, look.
Oh, okay.
So when they come from factory, they don't tend to have the part stickers on there.
Right.
They normally crack where they go into the boots up here.
Oh, yep, I think I
So you can just
it
about see the collar where it sits on the bush.
Yeah.
Which stops the roll bar from moving side to side.
Right.
So it's quite a common fault that they crack there.
Solid
Still
earth,
solid.
that's it. Okay, I'll address that then and
So-
paint it. Yeah, because they say Quattro, but it's actually a Haldex unit, isn't it?
Yes. So basically, it's not permanent four-wheel drive. Well, technically it is, but it isn't. So normally it runs 98% front-wheel drive.
Okay.
So obviously, if it detects any wheel slip, it'll transfer the power to the rear then. Obviously, these need to be serviced regularly, so it's oil change every 20,000 miles on these.
Right.
And then the filter gets done every 40.
Okay.
So, which is a special tool.
Yeah.
It's tucked. Right, can't even see it from under here. It's up in there. Obviously, your clamp's looking a bit tired there. So I
Yeah.
can't see that before long. That's just going to go kaput.
Okay.
So
So that 3-inch system's gonna have to be fitted soon.
here it is.
Okay.
So, prop. We're looking for a nice ring from that.
Yeah.
So if you notice, get a nice ring
Oh,
after.
yeah.
Now if it's a problem with it, sound like that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice ring. We know there's no cracks and it's all good. Bottom boost pipe there, look. See the oil dripping?
Yes, I
Look at the
can.
turbo.
Yeah. Right.
That has been leaking a while because you can see the evidence of it.
Fingers crossed is the
Now, I forgot to mention this at the back as well. That just sprung into my mind seeing that. We've got,
How's
so
that?
this is an earth strap.
Oh.
It's dangling down by here, see?
Yeah, I can see where it fixes.
So that fixes to there.
Yeah.
Looks like it's caught something. CV boot clips come off here, look.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right, we're doing this, the cable tie.
Right.
We'll probably cut that off where we go. I don't want that to get tangled up in anything. Bit of oil there, bud.
He did tell me he'd done the sump and pickup.
Okay,
told
which is
me.
a common thing on these,
Yeah.
which is good. News they've used the right sealant because it's the white one. So we have got a little bit of a gearbox oil leak, which is very common on these.
Right.
So seals where the drive shafts go into the box.
Right. So it's not the box itself.
Not the box itself.
Yeah.
So you detach the drive shafts. Obviously they've got a couple in there, and then you're left with the flange.
Yep.
And there's one bolt inside the flange. Pull the flange out, and there's your seal. This side's actually dry. Let's have a look. Ooh.
The power steering?
Yeah, the power steering ones.
Yeah.
Like I say, these are obsolete. So Audi don't even make these anymore,
Oh, right, okay.
and they are very common to corrode through. But
Yeah.
yours are looking in pretty good shape. You'd probably sell these more than the car.
Yeah, there we go. Do anyone want some?
I got one outside the
Yeah.
meter actually. And look, it comes up, it acts as a cooler as well, see. And then obviously back to our belt.
Yeah, it definitely needs one. Oh, yeah, I can see now both sides.
See the cracks as well.
Yes, it's quite badly cracked.
So, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, okay, that's a sooner rather than later job then.
Yeah, but if that's in that condition,
Yeah.
what's the cam belt like? That's what we got to think about there as well. Quite surprised.
Me too. I usually get shafted.
I'm quite surprised because normally when I get this HTTs in, we do have a bit of a list. So
Ooh.
we've got a couple of items,
Yes.
but you know, nothing to worry about really for a
Ooh,
20-year-old car.
here we are.
So
Great stuff.
normally they catch you there and just rip the lot off. But
Because you could see where it's been catching going into my garage.
yeah,
Right on the usual
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great news.
Found another bit of an issue by here. So your rear axle bushes or your rear trailing arm bushes, your main bushes.
Doesn't look that bad on the camera, but there is a lot of movement there, isn't it?
If I shine the torch up there, let's have a look at the other side. Well, I haven't even touched that one yet, look.
Oh, shit. Yep, that one's really got. Oh my god.
But this one, look, is
Yeah.
actually touching. So that one's moved over that far, look. It's touching there.
Yeah. See that now? There we go.
Ooh.
You just moved the whole thing.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, that wheel's turned out now.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh wow. Okay, that's not a good sign at all.
Quite a lot of movement in that wheel.
Yeah, very much so.
So that would probably explain our uneven tyre wear.
The list is getting a little bit longer. This is the idea that's come here for today, you know, because
To find out.
obviously, yeah, we don't know. I've never been under this car. I've only owned it a month or so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it could be, like I say, this sort of stuff is to be expected from a car this
Yeah,
age.
that's right.
So we buy it for the love.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
Get another classic back on the road.
That's right, yeah. Let's get it up to par.
These rear ones are quite common as well, but that's pretty good to be fair.
I was gonna say, I've
should
seen a
have
lot of them, sorry, with the arms, they look all corroded and a lot of people have like repainted them and stuff. They look quite good.
They do. So I'd imagine these have been replaced at some point because, like I say, these rear bushes tend to go the same as them back ones.
Right.
So you should have a bit of movement. Obviously, it's a rubber bush,
rubber,
that's what it's there for. You're doing suspension and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to drop this arm to get these springs out.
Okay.
So while you're there, literally 4 bolts, that comes down.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to be press a new bush in or buy a complete new arm, to be honest.
Right.
But the problem with that is this arm is the main carrier
that's everything, isn't it? Yeah.
So your bearings, drive shafts, arms, all attach. Now obviously, for what you're looking to do with it, poly V bushing is probably going to be the best attack.
Yep.
But to try and fit that in place, it's probably going to be difficult. So the other issue you've got is your handbrake cables.
They run through the middle of them.
They run through the middle of them.
That, yeah, I did notice that.
So yeah, don't get me wrong, pop them off and pull them through. It's not the end of the world. Obviously, cables are there to be replaced, aren't they? But, it's going to be difficult to get them in place. Okay. Now I have got a tool which does like polo rear brushes, so that might do the job, sort of in place.
Ah, you tighten it and it pushes I've done that actually on my Civic. I made a threaded bar and I use sockets. It's a similar principle, isn't it?
What it does basically, slide that through with this off first.
Yeah.
And then just tighten the bolt up and hopefully
push it out.
It'll push it in.
Right,
so.
okay. Is it that clutch pedal? 'Cause sometimes it feels okay. Right, so not too bad for a 22-year-old car, but obviously issues. Yeah, just a few, yeah. So it's booked in now next week for, we're doing timing belt, auxiliary belt, rocker gasket, spark plugs and smoke test.
And smoke test it then as well, just to make sure there's no boost leaks. And I think obviously we'll go from there then and formulate a plan for the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, because we do think that the timing's out, don't we?
Slightly, yeah. So there's a retarded fault in there, fault, so it's either going to be an issue with the timing or there's a chain which runs the cams. So might be a slight stretch in that. Yeah. So we'll check the timing first, obviously. Yeah. So we're going to do a couple of bits at different times because we got a Haldex issue as well, which we're not sure what that is yet. Obviously them rear bushes. Yeah, they need to be doing. They're not going anywhere at the moment, but
so that's why we're going to focus on engine size. Yeah, for sure. So that's why we're going to.
It's a lot easier to fix than a snap cam.
Yeah, definitely is. Yeah, so we'll concentrate on the engine side of it for now, and then fingers crossed we can get it back in a few more weeks then and just get the rest of it done, innit? There we are. Excellent. We'll leave it there then.
See you then.
Yeah, catch you then. Right, so conclusion from today. Few good and bad issues, I suppose. Nothing too major. I'm really happy with the fact that Glen said that it was very, very good for a 22-year-old TT. Now, a couple of things I wasn't expecting was the timing belt, water pump, rear bushes, things like that really I thought was done in the past. We've got paperwork for some of it, but not recent enough. But anyway, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to Glen from V.A.G Tech. If you need anything to do with Volkswagen, Audi, just go and give him a shout. He will look after you. As you can see, he knows his stuff on these. One thing he did point out after we stopped filming, the Haldex unit's not, well, it's saying we got a fault there at the moment. There's an earth strap which was broke, as you probably noticed in the video. That actually goes to the rear diff. So I've ordered that, that's here. When it goes back into him, he's going to refit it all. So that being said, we can get the build series starting going as soon as all these little niggly bits are done, but we've got to make sure this engine is right first. Now, we've got a load of parts just by there. Don't show them yet. There's loads of secret stuff. We got to go to Warwick tomorrow and pick up a ton of parts. So as soon as this is ready, we can get the build series on the go, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to leave that video here today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Boom! Glen, there he is.